My name is Tyson Tucker. I go to Trinity Christian Academy, and I play baseball. The most memorable moment of my sports career had to have been pitching in the National High School Invitational as a sophomore. I was only 15 years old, and it was for the top 16 teams in the country, so playing against the best kids you'll ever find, and I held my own, but it was a great memory for me to have, and so hopefully this year when we go to Las Vegas, I can be able to perform better as a senior. After my sports career is over, I see myself joining the military and serving my country and doing whatever they have for me, and I've always had that dream since I was a little kid. The person who helped me most in my sports career would have to be Tim Brown. He was my pitching coach when I got to Trinity as a freshman, and I had no idea how to pitch or really the aspect of baseball, and he kind of opened me up to it. And I had shoulder surgery and missed my entire junior year, and he's a medical professional, so he's been there for every step of rehab and what I've had going on. Even though he's long distance, he moved to California for a job, but he still calls and texts me all the time asking how I'm doing, what I need to do, and so he's been with me ever since I was 14. He went through the same surgery that I did too, so he always said it got worse before it got better. So whenever I started hitting the lows of, the ball wasn't coming out great when I was throwing it and I had much pain and stuff like that, he said you're going to have to go through the lows before you get to the highs. So just being able to stick through those tough times of not being able to throw and not playing as good as I would like to be able to come out and perform better later on. What makes me different from everybody else would have to be my drive and my work ethic and my willingness to do things that other people don't want to do to get what they want to achieve. I just believe in never quitting, no matter what it is. There's always somebody out there suffering worse than you are right now. And so when you think about that, it just puts things in perspective that you can keep going, and that just makes me tick. My biggest sports inspiration has to be Madison Bumgarner from the San Francisco Giants, just because of his left-handed pitcher also. We share a lot of the same common interests and stuff like that with the outdoors, and whenever there's a high-pressure situation or he always wants the ball and he always steps up to the plate whenever something big is happening, like World Series, he stepped up and he just put the team on his back, and he wants those high-pressure situations, and he doesn't crack under them. So I like to learn as much as I can from someone who has been to the highest stage and doesn't crack under pressure and is just able to do what he has to do. So I take a lot of inspiration in that. My favorite baseball team is the Pittsburgh Pirates, just because my whole family, both sides, are from West Virginia, and West Virginia doesn't have a pro team, so we have to cheer for somebody, so we like the Pirates. I would enjoy playing football more than anything. I love the mental aspect of it, of just being mentally tough. I love the physicality of it. I mean, I do enjoy working out a lot. I enjoy all those physical things, and I believe I could play football if I could do anything else. I usually like to just get at least 10 to 15 minutes by myself, whether it's I go out into the outfield by myself, or I'll run, or usually it's kind of weird, but before I pitch, nobody ever does this. I do push-ups. I don't know why. I just always have. I was on a skid, and I did it one day before I pitched, and I started throwing well, so I just kind of went with that, and so I usually just kind of like to get by myself. Usually music doesn't do too much for me after, once I get there, just because, once you take the headphones off, it's just you. So, I just like to get by myself for about 10 to 15 minutes and reflect on what's about to happen. My name is Tyson Tucker, and I'm living in the game.
This show is presented by First Coast YMCA.
The First Coast YMCA is